thanks for being here today for the press conference. We're excited to have Coach Connally on staff. We're excited about her background that she's had with lacrosse, both as a high-level player and many years of coaching. But beyond that, we believe that Coach Connally has the right mixture of faith, of the appreciation for academics, and the appreciation to see her women grow when they're 1, 2, or 3, or 4 years here at Northwestern. So we're excited about it. Coach Connally will be our second lacrosse coach in school history. Our lacrosse program is still new, so we're looking for future direction, for future success, and somebody who can lead the program for a long time.
Coach Connally, welcome to Northwestern. Give us an overall statement on what it means to take over the women's lacrosse program and join the staff here at UNW.
This is an opportunity to start something new for myself and for my family being here, and to join an organization that is centered around Christ, and that our main goal is that we uplift one another and we develop programs that are developing leaders in our society, in our country, and that we are building athletic leaders throughout the world as well. So I'm excited to be a part of a program that promotes that, and that everybody is on the same page as well.
You've been here a week now, and you already have 4 fall practices under your belt. What has the atmosphere been like at practice, and what can you tell us about your team so far?
The atmosphere has been one that's exciting. Everyone's excited to have me here, and I'm excited to be here. It's definitely a change from where I've come from. It's cold, and it's even with just a few numbers that we have in fall ball, it's still, everyone's spirits are high and they're excited to be out in the cold and out and practicing, getting started on lacrosse. So it's definitely a joy to be here.
Can you talk about one goal you have for the team during your first season?
It's about building the team culture. We've got to start from zero, and they've got to know where I'm coming from, and we all have to get on the same page. So it's just about getting to know the players and building who we are.
Awesome. We're going to open it up for questions from the press now.
Aaron Paul, University of Northwestern Press. Can you just tell me some of your initial impressions of the team as you started to meet the girls and get to know the girls on the team? What are some of your initial impressions? What are some things you're excited about working with them going forward?
I'm excited about the different backgrounds and the different levels of skill and play. Anywhere from never holding a stick before all the way up to 7 years of playing. So it's definitely going to be a challenge, but at the same time it's a high level of athleticism that we're seeing, and so I'm excited to kind of hit the ground running there.
Taylor Gish, Northwestern Strength and Conditioning. Coach Connally, physical preparation is important for all sports. However, what in your mind is unique about women's lacrosse and how it tasks and taxes the student athlete?
I think with lacrosse, just coming from a background of I played multi-sports growing up, and so it definitely helped me in the long run deciding to play lacrosse, because I could see a little bit of all the different sports that I had already participated in. And as I said, we have a different level of athleticism here, just with basketball players, volleyball players, softball, and girls coming in that are hockey players, and all of those sports really tie into what lacrosse is. It's kind of a hodgepodge sport, and it's it's started that way, and it's definitely continuing that way, and I think that's what makes it a great sport.
Can you talk about kind of your coaching style or philosophy, what we expect to see from your team offensively or defensively? Kind of what are your things that you like to emphasize?
I'm definitely, I like to focus on attack, just because I like a strong attack and motion offense. I definitely focus on more of an East Coast style, and that I'm not a passive approach. I like to go hard and fast in the beginning and try and hold that strong lead. And then as far as defense goes, I like to try and take the same approach, but again, just as based off of what the players are capable of and how we can form together a good defense that will stabilize us throughout the year.
UNW Press again. So this is an opportunity you want to get your message out to recruits. What kind of message do you want to get out to people that might be interested in your program, and why should they come join the Northwestern Lacrosse program?
I think what's been started here is just a phenomenal opportunity to come to a faith-based university where you can play in a sport that you absolutely love to be a part of, and even if it's one that you're just thinking about playing, you have that opportunity here. It's a safe environment where you can explore and challenge yourself in something new, and get to know a wonderful group of girls and coaches as well.
Sharon Clement, office manager. I know you happen to have a lot of away games that are quite a distance because we don't have a lot in the area. How would you expect your team to travel as a community and play together? I mean, all of those pieces that have to fit together when you're in a traveling situation like that.
Well, anytime that we go anywhere as a team, we're representing not only our university but the Lord. And I think it's important that as we travel together that we promote that, and that we are setting an example for what our school stands for and what we stand for as well. And so it'll be grueling getting on the road for sure, and having to go play games day of or next day, and then just getting back on the bus. But whatever we're doing, we'll travel as a unit and we'll represent our school to the best that we can.
And on a side note, one thing Coach Connally will have to do this year, as Coach Sanders does on the men's side, is this is our first year in a new lacrosse conference, mostly to the east of us, but in Coach Connally's case, there's a few here in the Twin Cities too. So it's a new experience for us too. So we'll be looking to her leadership as we join a new conference that has an automatic qualifier, so it leads to an NCAA berth, which is exciting too for the program.
Coach Connally, as Dr. Hill mentions, the new conference. What are your goals this year for the team as you enter the new conference?
I think first and foremost, I want to get our name out there. I want people to see us as a team that is going to be competitive, and that will definitely be stepping up, if not this year, then in the next years to come. Just kind of, I don't want anybody to look at us as an underdog. And if they do, then when we step out there, they'll know that we're, kind of coming out with force to be reckoned with. So.
I know you're just a week into the job, but in terms of recruiting, do you have a strategy set in place? Are you going to be focusing more locally on getting recruits from Minnesota, or what's your strategy on that?
Well, definitely, I want to start local. I want people to know who I am and what our university is doing here, and it just starts with me getting to know the coaches, coming out to games, and kind of going out from there, just like a ripple effect. So starting within Minnesota, and then kind of branching out, and then of course any connections that I have coming from Texas and Virginia as well.
Dr. Hill, just for clarification, did you use a search firm for this search, or was it conducted in-house?
Well, how you define a search firm, I guess this was on the NCAA's search site, which I believe where the message might have gotten to Coach Connally, but just an internal search site with my associate athletic director, Tim Gross.
Well, thank you, Coach Connally. Thank you, Dr. Hill, and welcome to the University of Northwestern.
Thank you.